forward. And your whip is bigger. This is the second and the last episode.
Does anyone have cyanide?
Speaking of sexual offenders. Not every time. I've just shit myself. It's a yes. I'm going to do the whole podcast like this.
Yes.
I'm going to do the whole podcast. Would that be weird if I did the whole thing standing like this? Turn around so I can get the thumbnail. Good Lord, Sienna. If you're watching the audio version of this podcast, flip over to visual. Welcome to Mentally Illegal, the only podcast where it's thicker than a thing shang. This is nonsense. This is barely content. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Good morning.
Mentally Illegal.
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2.
The Undoing.
We've both probably had long days, I imagine.
You can sit up here if you behave.
Wasn't that long of a day, but last night I just did not sleep. I just tossed and turned till like 3 a.m. This is not a real story. I'm just telling you.
Go ahead.
This is fucking nothing. I just tossed and turned till 3 a.m. and I was thinking weird shit. It was like I was on drugs.
Did you have something playing in the background?
No. I had a podcast going at one point. I tried my deep... On your chair. On your chair.
Good girl.
I tried my deep ums. The yum. Did nothing. I was thinking weird shit. At one point, I was like, when I go to Shep, I'm going to go to my grandparents' house and I'm going to knock on the door and ask if I can take photos of the house that was there when I was a kid. Because it's been like 18 years since they've lived there.
I thought you were going to go in and take
on your chair. Sorry, I'm not
going to take all their sleep medication. That's what I thought you were going to say.
I just was thinking about that. I started crying about their house.
Oh my goodness.
I was having weird, and I wasn't like sad or anything. I was just having all these different thoughts. My brain was just going to like things that I never thought about. Just going all these different places. Not like a thing where like I'm gonna die and having like these deep philosophical. It was just weird. I
told you not to eat those mushrooms growing out the wall, Matt. Don't eat them. They'll fuck you. One's
going out the bottom of the shower.
Yeah.
There was a slug in the shower. Last night, I went in to pee at like 2 a.m. and there was a slug in the shower.
So Stranger Things is here. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And I was like,
good.
Ew! Like really upset by it.
Brother, ew!
And I like tried to pick it up with a bit of cardboard that I found and it wouldn't go on the cardboard. Ended up just when I got it, I put it in the toilet and flushed it. And I was like, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, brother.
Will you save a snail on the footpath but not a slug? Because that's me.
So what do you mean save?
So like, snails, they're heading towards the other side of the path, but they often get stepped on.
What are you saying? Snails?
Snails versus slugs.
What are snails? I really wanted to commit to that bit. I couldn't do it. Sorry. So you see a snail on the footpath.
And it's on its way to the other side.
Yeah.
Versus a slug on its way to the other side.
I don't do anything for either.
Oh.
Well, what did I do? What do you do? You pick it up and put it where it needs.
Yeah.
Are you on drugs?
No. Otherwise people step on them.
Who cares? You're walking around picking up snails?
Yes.
I'm saying you got to go over here.
Well, I often go and just have a look outside in the driveway.
Insane.
After it rains.
You're an insane person.
After it rains, I go out and just check if there's any snails
that
on
need
the
a helping hand. And you're a fucking idiot.
We'll move. And then, Geordie's like, what if they wanted to go on the other side and you've set them back 40 years?
Yeah. What if they go on somewhere else that has nothing to do with what you're doing?
Well, I'm just seeing where the skid marks have been and where they're heading towards.
Yeah, but you can't judge where someone's going from where they've been. Isn't that a deep thought?
Yeah, it was.
You can't judge someone where they're going from where they've been.
Well, I can because he left little
Get on your chair.
Snails leave burnouts.
They do leave footer duds
all over the footpath.
Yeah.
And it you're walking at nighttime after it rains and then you walk.
Yeah.
You're like, I gotta wipe my shoe now.
And you gotta just scrape their corpse.
Oh!
So that doesn't, it's not like, oh, I'm so sad. It's like, ugh, yuck. Disgusting. Which one of you snails did a shit in the toilet? Well, it was fucking one of you.
Did you leave salt trails around in your backyard and watch them burn?
No, that's sad. See, you exist in two worlds that I live in the middle of. I live in what some would describe as normalcy.
Yeah.
And you live in, I want to watch you burn or I'm going to save you from rain.
I also save bees that get lost in the
I know.
rain.
It's my least favorite quote. If there's anything I could just out. Get on your chair. Get on your chair. Ellie.
Smooth transition.
It's just that you save bees.
Yeah.
And then you see a bee and you like pick it up and bring it inside and you feed it. What do you like drown it in too much honey and you're like, I'm saving you.
I drowned one of them in too much honey because it was already dead.
I'm saving you. Its wings don't work. You should stomp on it.
No, I would like...
No, its wings don't work. You should.
It was just
Stomp on it.
tired. I brought it inside, gave it some honey or some sugar water.
You
and
didn't
then
give it some honey. You drowned it in honey.
I drowned one.
Can you
I
imagine that?
saved a lot more.
Imagine that. You're like standing outside and you're in the driveway.
We had a beehive in our roof and lots of bees got lost from the beehive and were walking around outside. Or we'll get too cold and...
Too cold.
And when we wake up in the morning, there'd be lots of tired bees on the floor. So
Don't they
we'd
have-
take them inside and warm them up a bit.
Don't they have like a life expectancy of like 4 hours?
If we don't have bees, the planet will die. So
yeah.
I'm trying to save the bees.
You're trying to save a bee that's already dying. Imagine you're out the front, you get out of your car, you break both legs, and you're like,
Can we insert the photo here of me holding the bee at the swimming pool? There was a bee that was walking along the footpath and I was trying to show it to which tree it belonged to and it wasn't quite sure. It just sat on my hand.
That's so fucking so dumb. Trying to show it which tree it belongs to. It doesn't even know. At that point in time, it's going, ah! Whoa! 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 What is happening? Whoa! Oh, I can smell honey. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, fuck, it's just the Sabrina Carpenter perfume.
Oh, I'm just following signals. I don't have emotions.
She smells like chlorine.
You know, that's all it is. You just which tree do you belong to? It's like, I don't even know what that means.
He was
doesn't-
waddling on the footpath. I watched him for a little
Don't
bit.
say waddling like you're giving it. Because the more you say things like that, you're giving it a personality. This isn't the B movie.
You know what I wanted to ask you? I wanted you to do your best Ben, but like the yelling Ben. You know, when you're like, Ben, just try a little.
I am trying.
It's that Ben that I wanted to see if you could
Oh, I thought you want me
redo.
to do a Ben impression.
No. I wanted to.
Because his is, I am doing it, but if you shut up for 4 seconds, that's my
That's
best Ben.
quite good. That was actually quite good.
Ben!
That's what I wanted. Yeah.
Spot on too.
Yeah.
I just poured coffee all over my lap. Ben!
Straight to the bottom, baby.
That's lunacy. Well, how long ago was that photo? When did you take that photo?
April 8th, 2023.
God damn.
It's too much.
Stupid. You're I can't believe the bee didn't bite you, but sting you.
Bees are not aggressive unless you aggravate them.
What, by like picking them up and swinging them around?
I didn't go.
Smooth transition.
Little fuzz bum.
I want to tell you this addition to the story that I told you the other day.
Yep,
I've been
go
waiting
ahead.
for the podcast to tell you
Yep.
about this. But I'm going to tell everybody what happened. So, now, by the way, this is a very sad story because this is clearly a woman who's not well. But I did not have a good reaction to her behaviors.
I don't think anyone would.
And I'll admit, I could have been the bigger man. But so I was going to Savers, which is always a bad start.
Yep.
Savers is like a not discount. It's like a secondhand clothes shop, secondhand store.
Salvation Army.
Yeah, Salvation Army. And I was walking up to it, and there's this lady going through the donation bins with a bottle of wine in her hand.
What is the donation bins? Is that the ones out the front where you drop off your clothes
Yeah.
before they go into the store?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were allowed to go through them.
You're not.
Oh, cool. Continue.
No, the lady who was half a bottle deep in the middle of the day, her face is so alcohol puffy, but she's dead skinny. She's wearing like a lovely sundress and heels, but she is like,
Go straight out of the bin.
like her hair is like clumping, like it's.
Oy. She
She's
needs a
not
wash.
well,
Needs a
and
wash.
she's just walking around yelling at inanimate objects and making up people. And she's going off. No, you fine. Like she's completely.
She's gone.
Gone. And there's this car, like to my left. She's to my right, and she starts going off of that car for no reason at all, and crosses in front of me. And I almost like I stop because I'm like I don't want to run into her.
You catch something.
And she goes, you.
Oh, good.
And the second she coughs and goes and pushes, she squirts piss out the bottom of her dress. Just like a spray of piss, like because her body isn't she hasn't been doing Kegels.
Turn the sprinklers on for a second.
Yeah, and just went
Yikes.
and sprayed it, and I went, for fuck's sake.
Like a goddamn skunk.
Yeah, and I wish I didn't say for fuck's sake, because really she didn't piss that close to me. She just
For someone pissing themselves and it's squirting and it going a fair distance away, that's a fair thing to go, oh, for fuck's sake, I have someone's urine airborne around me.
Yeah. It wasn't like, it didn't go distance, it went straight down at the bottom of her dress, just down on the front. And I went, oh, it was more like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Goddamn water pistol.
Like what? And that was a reaction to having this lady just go and piss herself in front of me. I was like, Jesus Christ. And it went in. So that was the story that I told you. Mm-hmm. And I sent you that voice message. I shit you not, I swear on Ellie's cancer-ridden life, I sent you that voice message saying, here's what happened.
Yep.
I put the phone down to start the voice message, and 10 seconds later, I'm driving home, and the bus stop near the pub down on the corner, she's there. By the way, no idea how she got to that bus stop. So, like, I saw her, went into Savers shop for like maybe 15 minutes, went and got in the car, spoke to Ben for a bit. Like, she must have taken the bus and gotten off I don't know. Point is, she's down there, and here's my thought process. I was like, oh, that's that. And I turned my head to look at that lady, and she sat back, like with the sun on her, legs akimbo.
Yeah.
Saw her full fanny as I went past. I was like, oh, that makes sense, because she squirted pee straight at the bottom of her dress. So of course she's not wearing underpants, because you wouldn't be able to do it. She goes and squirts like a skunk. You couldn't do that if you had underpants on. You could maybe wet yourself and then it would drip out slowly or something like that, but not like what I saw. So
she's really not all right.
No, she's just laying back, sun enjoying. Like, her dress wasn't hiked up that far.
Photosynthesizing.
Her dress is up to like there.
Yeah.
But like, she had her legs spread, and I'm in
just man spreading, you know?
Yeah, and I'm in my car at that level, and I went, whoa, that's her full dirty, hairy pussy. Now, I say dirty, hairy, pussy, not dirty, hairy. Like, it's the fact that it's not hairy isn't the problem.
Yes.
But I'll tell you what, it was fucking hairy.
Yeah,
but I was like, good Lord, I did not need to see that 60-year-old woman's vagina.
Your retinas were blessed
I was
with
just,
that image.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yummy.
She finished the wine.
I bet she did. She's just having a nice old kip out the bus stop.
She was enjoying the sun.
Waiting to get fucking arrested.
Getting a tan on her vagina. Yeah.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah, it was the middle. Like, it had to have been like not even a weekend, right? When I was talking to you.
Oh dear.
What was it, like a Thursday?
Our healthcare system is failing us. That poor woman. Get her into a home. Look after that soul.
I don't know. That's
fucking hell.
Some souls you can't look after.
Some souls can't save them all, as we say.
Because she wasn't. I don't think she was homeless.
No, she's just having a ball.
She didn't have the look about her of a homeless. Mm-hmm. She looked like she might have been in some sort of home or something like that. But she was flugged up. She was fully flugged. So, you know, live, laugh, love. But I don't ever want to see someone piss and then show me their pussy ever again.
No. Well, she didn't show you.
She
was showing
everyone.
Everybody. Yeah. You were not the select person. Like, hey, GMat. Look at this bad boy. Woo!
Smell that?
That's been fermenting for 4 weeks.
That's my pussy. That smells like...
I've got a yeast infection.
That smells like success.
You can use that as a goddamn sourdough starter. Yuck. Yucky.
Now, we have some submitted... small satisfactions.
Small satisfaction.
Admittedly, they're just from Em.
Yeah, good.
She just really liked that bit on the podcast.
Yeah, small satisfaction.
But she gave me... And what's the other one called?
Tiny Terrors!
There we go. So, a couple small satisfactions, everybody. Ellie.
Sit. Good girl.
Do you want to go 1 for 1? Because there is 3 of each.
1 for 1.
All right. Small satisfaction.
Put that dreamscape music in.
I don't know if I've still got it, but if I got it, it's here. So when you have a bunch of keys on your key chain and you just get the first ones, like the one you need straight away. Small satisfactions.
Small satisfactions.
Tiny Terror.
Tiny Terrors!
When you got a piece of furniture up against a wall and there's a PowerPoint behind it, and it's like the only place for furniture to go. and there's just that annoying bit of space between it because you got to have PowerPoints there, or you don't have the space and you can't get to the PowerPoints.
Or if you push the furniture back into the plug and then the plug bends.
Yeah.
And then you,
And what is that, Sienna?
It's a tiny terrace!
Another small satisfaction. Middle of the night, you flip your pillow over and it's cool on the other side.
Oh, Daddy! Puppy!
More satisfactions. Now time for a
Tiny terrace!
paper straws.
Oh,
my
save the turtles.
It's never been a problem for me before, but now that I've been getting iced long blacks, because I was never an iced coffee person, but until I learned that iced long blacks are a thing. And I was like, ooh la la, and I drink that a little bit slower, and it gets fucked up, and it gets to the point where you can't push the straw into the thing anymore because it's so fucking.
Yep. Or it snaps in the middle. Like you ever go to the cinema and you get
bullshit.
big cup, tiny straw, but tiny straw is paper. And then halfway through the movie, you do the and it doesn't go.
It just goes. Yeah, and like wooden cutlery from like Macca's, like I can't.
I just don't like that the prongs on the forks, like a normal fork, the prongs are quite big, but the ones on the paper bamboo ones are like teeny tiny, so you can't.
I don't like that. The plastic, yeah. Oh no, it is bamboo. You're right. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of it, but same. Yes to everything.
Yes.
I don't like having the wooden spoons.
Oh, the wooden spoons in your McFlurry.
Have an ice cream on. It reminds me of when the doctor puts the thing on your tongue.
Oh, the tongue depressor.
Makes me depressed. That's for sure.
Open wide, come inside.
What was that, Sienna?
It's play school.
That was a
tiny terrace.
Now it's time for a small satisfaction. When you got like a 6 a.m. alarm, when you're like you got to get up early, but then you wake up at like 4:30 and you're like, oh, I get another.
It's not time yet. God said, let them rest.
God sent me a signal, and I'm here for it.
That was like the other day when I went to bed at. Was it yesterday? No, day before. When I went to bed at 8:00, and I woke up again at 11. I was like, good morning. And Georgie's like, it's 11 p.m. I was like, good night.
And I was like, roll over. Geordie wants to get in.
Yeah. Yes, very true. Very good. Very good. No, I was not.
I've done that one before where like I woke up at like 1 a.m.
From an early night sleep.
I think it was like I did an all-nighter, so the next night I went to bed at like 7.
Yeah.
And then I woke up at like 1 a.m. and Beck walked in and woke me up. And I was like, I come up right and I was like, no, I was like, what time is it? And she's like 1. And my brain went, it's 1 p.m. the next day.
Yep.
I should be up working and doing stuff. I was like, oh my God, what's that? She's like, it's 1 a.m. And I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay. You're like that car that scared you at the shops when he's like, oi, 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 oi.
Yeah. Hey, I got it.
Like, whoa.
That was a small.
Oh, I'm not having a good time with these headphones again. Small satisfaction.
Last tiny terror.
Tiny terrace.
Fitted sheet. Putting on a fitted sheet.
Fuck, and they always pop off, don't they?
Yeah.
I bought those little suspenders that you tie onto the fitted sheets. They don't work.
I don't have those.
They don't work anyway, so don't worry about it.
I fucking and you know what? It's when I got the ladies seeing and they pull the fitted sheet off because they're just grabbing onto whatever they can because I'm pissing them off and they're like, fuck.
Yeah, they're fucking, yeah. I just roll around like a crocodile when I'm sleeping.
Look at them like, can you please help me? We're doing something right now, Sienna. Ellie, whatever your fucking name is. Fucking dickhead.
You are being
very fucking needy.
What have you got to say? Oh, thank you.
Right on the job.
Hey, good girl.
She's fine.
Oh, stop that immediately.
Ellie, this is not good content. Stop.
Oh.
Get off. Off. Off the chair. Off. You're being a real rascal, you know that?
Off with you.
Off with your head. Go on your chair. Good girl. What else is going on?
You know what? I don't have to go to a video shoot on the weekend, and I am stoked because I am so tired. I'm very tired. I had a long weekend. I had the home show this weekend. The Melbourne home show. Was working all fucking weekend and doing 2 shows as well. That was awesome. and saw a guy
Just
there.
to be clear, everybody, she's working the home show. When she said she was doing 2 shows,
Sorry.
it means like musicals.
Musical theatre after a fucking 8-hour shift. Awesome. Rock on. On the Sunday, last day of the home show, went to bed at 7 a.m. that morning. Went to the home show at like 11. Awesome.
So Saturday night you work.
Saturday day.
Saturday day you work for 8
at
hours.
the home show.
Did you just get one of those bubbles in your throat?
Cheese throat.
I was working the show. So you work in the show. Then you leave the home show to go do a musical theatre show, Bridges of Madison County. And then you go to the Bridges of Madison County after party to celebrate the show. And you're there till 7 a.m. the following, or you're there till
around 6
then.
a.m. Arrive home at 7 a.m.
The following morning.
Sunday morning.
And then you get up at...
I got up at 10:30.
10:30.
Left at 11.
To go work the home show. So
yeah, till 6.
3.5 hours sleep.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Well, I mean, not like you fell asleep the second you got home at 7 a.m.
No, I was in tears when I got home. I like walked up the driveway, just going.
I'm not gonna get enough sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad.
You dumb idiot.
Got to the home show, was working for a little bit.
Yeah.
And this guy from the stall opposite us came over.
Here we go.
This guy...
Now, for anyone who doesn't remember, on the GMat podcast, we talk about doing the home show.
Yep.
And what is going on with that cable? We talked about doing the home show, and there was a very creepy gentleman.
Stop it!
Very creepy gentleman came up and was like doing massages and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It really it brings the worst of our society. The home show.
Yep. It's like you can't help it because they don't even have to be from Melbourne. They can be from interstate. Like we had a company opposite us that was from Sydney, only operates in Sydney. So I'm like, whatever. But this guy was on the stall next to us, and he was a life coach, a person of colour, if you will. Yeah. He was like American-ish with a weird accent.
So like an African-American life coach.
Yeah. But he kept saying, now for the audience, you can work out what I'm saying, but I'm going to say, my Pop-Tart. He kept saying that to me.
My Pop-Tart.
I don't have the N-word pass.
Was he saying the N-word to you?
Yes. He was saying like, my Pop-Tart.
To
what
you?
are you doing, my Pop-Tart?
That's wild.
Yeah.
But he was black though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
thank
was.
God.
I'm not.
I know, but like, I'll tell you what. That story, I just got real nervous. And again, like, so this white dude, and I was like, I totally forgot that he was black.
Yeah. So
this African American guy opposite you was calling you his N-word.
Yes.
On repeat.
On repeat.
Which, by the way, that's pretty cool. That's like a badge of honor.
Well, yeah, because he was like showing us, he was bantering with us, and I was so tired. Like I was giving him shit, and he was like,
calling him cracker.
Yeah, calling him some honky cracker. He was doing some magic trick, and then I was like, yeah,
I'm gonna make white people uncomfortable.
Yeah, basically, because like he was going around to all these females and doing it, and then he did it to me, and he's like, "You gonna holler at me? You gonna holler at me?" And he gave me his card.
That's so fucking cool.
And then he grabbed me by the hand and took me over to his stall. They were making free. They had a popcorn stand. They were making free popcorn for everyone. So everyone was lining up down the way, not interested in what they were selling. They were selling like air conditioning units or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he pushed everyone out of the way, and he's like, "Get this bitch some popcorn."
That's
and
so
I was
good.
like, "Okay, now I'm uncomfortable." And I gave
What, he called you bitch?
Yeah.
Get this bitch some popcorn.
I was like, okay.
That's so wild. Because I know we have a lot of like, the majority of our viewers are international, but they need to know, like, I don't know, like some of our black friends, I'm going to bleep their names out, but like people like M.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, I've never ever heard them say the N-word.
No.
And I don't think they
it's not a,
ever
I don't
would.
think
it's not something people say here.
Yeah. Not that say whatever you like. It's just not
if you're a person of color.
Yeah. It's just not a phrase we use in like, what's it like, conversation? Because they use it like conversation.
Yeah, and he uses it as like a term of endearment to you.
Yeah. We say cunt here.
Yeah. So it is always jarring to hear it in public.
Yeah, because we had like 20 customers in the stall.
Yeah.
And the people that go to the home show, you would know, are not of our age. They're older people that are.
Oh, so they're totally comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Smooth transition.
That's the only time I ever heard it, like, from memory, the only time I ever heard it publicly was, now I'm going to try not to air out my family. So let's just say I was at a family event.
You did say that Rob walloped you with a belt.
Truth, yes. But, like, he didn't say the N-word.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. But it actually was a family friend who said it. So it wasn't, but it was a family event. We were sitting around the fire, and he, I can't remember the context of it, but I was there with Beck. Like Beck had come down, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna love." Blah,
blah.
let's say his name's Gav. I'm like,
Gav.
You're gonna love Gav. He's good because he is. He's a funny man.
Yep.
I didn't think he would drop that. We're sitting around the fire and having a chat, and he just said it so casually.
Was it the right crowd to be like, he's not doing it to be offensive?
I guess so. No, he was because it is offensive.
Yes, it is offensive.
It wasn't a joke.
Oh,
or something.
I see.
And by the way, I'm not the kind of person to make the N-word joke. But I mean, I can't even give him the pass if he was trying to be funny. He was saying casually, like, this person came in today, but he said this Pop-Tart came in today.
Okay. Oy.
And I was like, hoi boy.
That's a lot.
And I literally, like, I was sitting on, like, a lawn chair, and I just went, like, oh.
Yeah.
And, like, leant forward. And, like, I remember Beck, like, patted me on the back.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
Gav.
You can't say that, man.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? Pop-Tart?
Oh,
and just says it back. And I'm like, and he says it, like, to get a rise out of me.
Yes.
And I
Gav,
was like, yes, that's the one.
you honky cracker.
And he was like, I call a spade a spade. I'm like,
my God.
I'm like, no, that's like saying I call a spade a spigger. You know? It's not the same thing.
You could have used any other word. And you went this bigger. This is the second and the last episode.
No, because I'm saying he's wrong. I'm saying he shouldn't say that.
A spade. What's wrong with you?
But you know what I mean, right? It's not calling a spade a spade. It's calling a spade a derogatory term. It's saying,
oh my God.
I'm not wrong.
Of course you're not wrong.
And I didn't.
It's not wrong about that. It was like, you could have said you called a spade a heart or a spade a diamond.
Because there's no derogatory term for a spade.
You're a fool. You're a damn fool. Oh, my tummy hurts. Oh, goodness me, Matthew, you silly boy.
That's not still. He's wrong.
I know.
I'm not saying.
Oh, my God. Whew.
Anyways, point is, it's very heavy to hear out in public.
Yes, it is. And boy, was it at the home show.
It always jars. And
Yep.
yeah, when I heard it there, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I hang around with these people?
Oh, dude,
And
these
it's so
fucking
tough.
headphones.
But I'm in that camp where, some people are like it's sometimes we gotta really like have the discussion. Is it even appropriate to go home and spend time with your family if they're gonna be, be piece of shit fucking
racisms,
right wing, and spout nonsense? And I'm like, I would literally go home if my dad was a Nazi.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry,
there's if he was a pedophile, maybe I would.
It made me be like, hey, Dad, I feel a little bit uncomfortable with you always sticking your finger in my bum.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's wrong. I've done everything I can. We have these conversations.
But it's like people that's like, oh, I can't hang around my parents because like I'm vegan and they're not. It's like,
shut the fuck up.
Really?
And these are the conversations we have. We sit around the table, like literally the amount of times I've been stood up on the table, like yelling over the table at my stepdad, and like he's going back, and like that's what you do. That's how you. That's the whole point. You have these. You go home.
Don't choose your family.
You have these conversations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're a racist piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then the next day I have to wake up and be like, look, I'm sorry I called you a racist piece of shit. I know you're not racist. I got
Not
wrapped up and but I'm like, I know you're not. That's not what you meant. I know you blah, blah, blah. You know, you have these conversations, but just to wipe your fucking family and be like, oh, my dad said something slightly
So
offensive. So now I think I'm not going to, I'm like, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You're pathetic.
You only get one family.
You're fucking cowardly is what you
Yeah.
are. Go home and get in their face.
Yeah, exactly. Stand up for what you believe in if you must, as long as you're not vegan. I don't care. Dude, I'm having a rough time with the vegans, to be honest. I'm sick of fucking hearing about it.
I'm real nervous. Like, there's a chance I might bleep out me saying Spiga.
You can't. It's fantastic.
I know, but I'm worried that like
They know that you were.
you know what I mean.
Obviously.
Hopefully everyone knows what I mean.
found it really funny because when you said if you call a spade, I was expecting you to pick another suit.
Yeah,
The clubs.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Or the hearts or the diamonds.
But I'm worried because if I do bleep it out, people are going to think I actually said a slur.
it. So he's...
Yeah.
You're fine,
Sorry, I get so
darling.
anxious about this stuff now. When I think and you think and we all like...
Hey, come at us at the comments just like last time.
I don't know.
Heads.
It's more like in
Sammy
person.
didn't watch the last video of roasting.
Is what I've only ever in the entirety, the 8 episodes we've done, I've only ever had 2 people come to me in person to say they have a problem. And it's shaken my whole...
you're rattled from it.
And my whole belief of how people understand what we say.
I don't think everyone has to like everyone. And if you don't like us...
I don't think they did not like me. I think they didn't like what I said. But I also maintain... but I have maintained that I think some of the things that I said got misconstrued. At least when they said...
Yes, because
this was your intention. I said, no, that wasn't my intention. And, you know, and of course they watched it in a context. They watched it with friends. They sat down specifically to know they were going to...
He liked the Barbie movie!
No. Not talking about that. Not talking about that. Maybe.
I know it's going to go beep.
My point is, I hope that if anyone actually has a problem that they just reach out and say something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy
we'll explain ourselves.
Yeah. Or I'll just go, oh, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. And I'll delete the episode. And I'll go, you know what? You were right. I should probably take that episode down. You know? Like we have done in the past.
Yes, like we have done in the past.
There's only other... Actually, let's not get into that. Maybe there'll be another mentally illegal down the road about something. The only other time I ever had like a confrontation with someone where it was me disagreeing with something on stream.
Yep.
And I said... It's nothing that we've ever talked about on the podcast or anything like that. I said, I have a feeling about this. These are my feelings. This is the way I do it. And I was like, I'm so happy if a person of color reaches out to me and tells me that I'm wrong.
Yep.
I'm really tired of white people telling me that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then a person...
Because it's not... You are not the group that is supposed to be offended.
Yeah. And then a person...
Well, not supposed to be. It's just not... Not that we're being racist, but it's like you're so fucking triggered by... something you don't deal with.
Yeah. Anyways,
shut up.
End of that story was then, like I said, please, if you are a person who actually please reach out and tell me, and I'll change my mind, because up until that point, the conversations that I had led me to believe that I wasn't wrong. And then one of our viewers in South Australia, Adelaide, who's an Aboriginal lady, she reached out and she was like, "You're right. You're so right." And
okay,
know, and was like, and I'm so glad you said that, because I've always felt that about that. It was something about the main crux of the argument was that I didn't think white people should do Welcome to Country. I think
it's not.
I think we should facilitate the Welcome to Country and make sure it happens, but I don't think we should do it.
Say it. I don't think we should say the script. Like, it's nice that
and where I come from,
like Bunjil Place has the recording of the original descent Aborigine doing the Welcome to Country and the kids in it of that descent, but not like fucking me at the SM desk.
We want to welcome you to the... But, and where I come from, growing up in a community, an actual Aboriginal community, it wasn't done by white people. It was done by Aboriginal people.
Yeah, that's how they do it on the footy.
And that's sort of how I felt. And it all started because I said I wouldn't get into it. And I won't get into it because there is more to this and more feelings that I have about it. But it came to this, I went to this wedding, and I really hate to put these people on blast because I don't think this is, again, I never think anyone's ever, somehow whenever we do something wrong, it's the wind. Whenever we do something wrong, I'm doing it out of hate. But whenever someone else does something wrong, I'm like, of course they're doing it out of love. They just have missed the mark.
They just don't know how to deliver what they're trying to say.
It was at a wedding, and what's the person who does the ceremony, the actual marriage? What are they called?
The celebrant.
The celebrant. She goes, before we start the ceremony, we just like to, and does the welcome to country.
Yep.
Pay his respect to the past, present.
Yep.
Finishes the welcome to country. Slight pause, and she goes, we'd also like to pay respects to the LGBT community who are all here today. And because it was a very LGBTQI plus.
Why are we paying respects to
I got to cut that out.
No,
because you're undermining my point. The point was, I was like, it was a very heavy LGBTQI plus wedding. And they were saying like, this is cool. This is a new thing and we're here. But I was like, you can't do that off the back of Welcome to Country.
No.
And you can't do Welcome to Country, do that. And then everyone, and she goes, and it was the pause, the smirk, and we'd also like to pay respect.
Why are we paying respect?
And then everyone goes, woo, and cheers and hollers. And I was like, guys, do you not hear what is...
I'm sorry, I'm heterosexual. Where's my fucking respect? Thanks.
Stop undermining my point.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that's dumb.
It is dumb, but it's also like you're doing it off the back of something that really, really is important and matters.
Yes.
And then you're hijacking that
the
to
fact
do
that
your
you
own
think
fucking
it's the
thing.
same at the
That
same
you think
level.
it's equal, and it's not. And also the hooting and hollering off the back of that. That's like going to a Holocaust museum and fucking...
Yeah. I feel like she wouldn't
There was
have
an
done
end to that point, but I can't get to it. It's disrespectful.
Yes, I feel like she used the Welcome to Country to also be like, holler at my homies.
Yeah. And I was like, guys, we're so white.
Slaying gay.
It was a lot. So, and that was what built, like, I went on from that.
Smooth transition.
Let's talk about something else. Because so far we've got about like 4 minutes of usable content.
We can
Get on your chair.
It's
Get on your chair.
illegal.
No, we can't use any of that. There's a couple of things you said in there that aren't going to play. They don't sound...
They don't play nice.
Yeah. You got to make your point a little less pointed. You got to work your way around it.
Yeah, I'm a very pointed person.
Yeah.
That's my autistic trait. I've been told by multiple people that I need to get an ADHD test.
Yeah.
And
you don't need to. No one needs to do anything.
No.
Do you want one?
No, okay.
Then you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of people telling me what I have to do and what I need to do and why I need to label myself and why I need to, like, I need to get this. And
yeah,
I'm
I know
like,
I got lots of traits of ADHD. What is the card? I don't need medicine. Like, I don't need the medicine every day to help me function. I just have traits of someone who may have ADHD. My panic disorder I have medicine for because it helps me drive.
And they'll be like, you'll feel so much like more like at peace, and you'll know, like you'll know what these things are. I'm like, I don't need to know that sort of stuff. I'm not like you. We're not the same person. Stop asking me. But I've had a lot of people tell me to get my ADHD diagnosis.
Oh, really? There you go.
And I'm like, I don't need one. I know my brothers have it.
Yeah.
I know my parents didn't do it for me because they were like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Like, they've got it. He's probably got it.
If it's interrupting your day-to-day life and you want to find a solution to get around things. I'm saying, like, if someone is having an interrupted day-to-day and they're finding it hard to function, absolutely go seek further help by a professional, get, tips and tricks, or even medicine if that's going to make you feel better, if that's going to get the most out of your day. But, like, just the piece of paper that says you have this. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I can't concentrate for very long.
Yeah.
Sick one.
Sick one, bruv.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Like, I'll be talking to you and something's ringing over there and I'll look over there. Look back. It's not interrupting my day. It's okay.
I don't need to make this my personality,
No, it's not a personality.
And a lot of people do make it their personality.
Yeah.
That's probably the more, like, that's something I should cut out that I say, because that's mean, And it is mean. It is, but I do find a lot of people make their mental illness their personality.
Yeah, I don't think it should, like...
Or their mental diagnosis.
It should be a thing you embrace.
Yeah.
I've got no problems telling other people that I have panic disorder and I'm on not quite. Fucking, you scared the shit out of me yesterday too.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'll put it here.
Sienna, what are you doing?
Fucking idiot.
Let me see what here's something weird. Here's by the way, this may be another like just boring moment of the podcast because do I even fucking wanna,
Go on.
Just this could be boring, but it was just something cool that I thought that happened in stream that I was like, that's kind of cool. And I communicated it to the stream and no one thought it was cool.
Oh.
No one got on board with me and I was like, maybe Sienna will get it. I was on stream the other day and I was chewing gum.
Yep.
And Amber, who's been in the stream for years and years and years.
Love you, Amber.
5 years plus. She goes, what's with the chewing gum phase? And I was like, you good, bruv?
Sorry, my hippies. I needed to get off the... I'm out of the shot.
You're totally out of the shot. Do you want to switch chairs?
Nah, I'm fine.
So
start the story again. You're on the stream.
I'm on the stream. I'm chewing
says,
gum.
"Why are
Amber
you
goes,
chewing
what's
gum?"
with the chewing gum phase? And I was like, it's very weird to me after doing this for 5 years, streaming hours and making content all the time, that there are still things about me that people don't know. Because most of the stream knows everything, knows every trait, every little thing.
Yep.
And the fact that people don't know that I chew gum because they just don't chew gum when I'm on camera, when I'm on cam or whatever.
Yeah, because you go...
Yeah, but like people that know me in my personal life know that I chew gum all the fucking time. I'm almost always chewing gum.
When you're performing. Like, get that gum out of your mouth.
I said that on stream the other day.
Oh, did you?
Well, I was like, it's so weird that you guys, because that was my point where I was like, it's crazy that people still don't know things about me like that. And it was cool to discover something so small and minute
Niche,
that
yeah.
like, I'm like, oh, that is true. You guys have no idea that I chew gum. I'm a chronic gum chewer.
You are a chronic gum chewer.
All the time I'm chewing gum, but you guys don't see it because I'm always on camera. And I just thought that was neat.
It is cool.
That because there is a camera and a
the fact
microphone,
that they're paying so close attention to you, like, this is a new thing.
to be like, what's up with the gum? And I'm like, what do
Yeah.
you mean? You guys probably, yeah, because I never chew on mic.
Yeah.
And that's the only time you guys ever see me is when there's a mic in front of my face. Yeah, that was that time we were doing the scene because we were doing Catch Me. And because, post-COVID understudies, you need to have understudies for
You were doing
roles.
it at School of Rock as well.
Was I?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Because Connie and I were both like, get that gum out of your mouth.
Listen, I have a thing with acting. Here, let me. So
He's a professional.
no, it's more just like I like the thing I didn't like about uni.
I thought you were going to say thing I don't like about you. I was like, oh, go on.
No, the thing I didn't like about uni was teachers being like, take your shoes off. Because the second you have shoes on, you're not free to explore. You're locked into a thing. I'm like,
No,
are you
my
fucking stupid?
My socks are just dirty now, miss.
Because
Thank you.
they're saying with shoes, you're given a gait, you're given a walk, you're given a character. Without shoes, you have freedom. I'm like, no, then you're someone without shoes.
Yeah.
Like
That's my character.
I'm not going to have no shoes on and be like, I'm wearing boots. Or I could be wearing boots. I could be wearing Nikes. I could be wearing high heels. I'm like, no. And now I'm locked into having no shoes. The same way if I wear these shoes, like the idea that I couldn't wear Nikes and imagine I'm wearing boots in the same way I could have bare feet and imagine I'm wearing boots. It's lunacy. It's shit these fucking professors make up because their life doesn't matter.
Yeah. Because they went to school
For
failed,
drama.
for drama, didn't get on.
Got their PhD in drama.
Or breakdancing.
Yeah, you doctor of nothing.
Yeah, sorry, it sucks to suck, but it sucks to suck. And not shitting on drama teachers, because lots of drama teachers are very good.
Loads of great drama teachers, but at university it gets to another level.
Oh, when they're
where
like
some start to
they're at home with their 14 cats and they're doing the Mr. G around the living room.
they make it academic, and but I had a lot of teachers at uni who didn't make it academic. They made it creative about the craft and blah blah blah. They didn't make it so. There's this one lady.
So woke.
No, that's not. It's not woke. It's just academic and lame. Anyways, I think trying to structure it and make sense of it is super. So I don't like to do shit like that. I don't need to. I don't need to take my phone and keys out of my pocket. I'm just like, what would I be if I had that? I just let that. So sometimes when I'm chewing gum and we're just doing scenes, I'll chew the gum in the scene.
Yes.
And people fucking hate that. It's happened twice now where someone's like, why is he chewing gum? I'm like, because I'm a better actor than you. That's why I'm chewing gum. Because I don't need to take the gum out of my mouth. I just make the gum part of the character now.
It was just more distracting.
By the way, when I said I'm a better actor than you, I'm joking.
No, it was when you were Ned Schneebly, you're like, come on, Patty, let's go.
Shut up. It was better than that.
Yeah, it was. But it was just like, gonna leap across the table and just rip it out of your mouth.
Unbelievable.
And stick it
Fucking
down your shirt.
Who cares?
I
Who
cared.
cares?
I was like, what are you doing?
Happened for Catch Me as well. When I was doing that dramatic scene at the end, and I was like, but I'm not going like that. I'm chewing like just.
I know you don't think you're going like that. It's when you're talking, you can hear that.
You can't. You're so full of shit. You're making nonsense up.
No, it was Sarah. Sarah was
Yeah,
like,
she was like, he needs to take
what
that
the
fucking gum
fuck?
out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I'm like, but she was also like, low key, I'm impressed that you can do the scene with the gum in your mouth. I'm like, I could do the scene with a tongue in my mouth as well. You should, like it's not a difficult task. I'll do the same with gum, I'll do it without.
I think it's because you just hadn't done it before and we were all just looking at your lips smacking, jaws are whacking.
Smacking. Shut up. My lips weren't smacking. They just noticed that I was chewing gum. Like, what's he doing? That's not part of the dance.
There's not part of the tap routine.
No, I got to sing. I tuck it behind my teeth. Fucking cares. Whatever.
Oh, you must be grumpy.
I'm really grumpy today.
Same. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It don't matter, darling.
And I like chewing gum when I sing. I like tucking because it just keeps the salivation, keeps the salivary glands activated.
I had like an Eclipse mint stuffed in my gum when I did Alfie. That was all right.
Let me check my other knots.
Oh, I have a question.
Please.
After your, do you want me to have a question first?
I have a question. My notes are bullshit.
In stream,
Yeah.
because you're quite popular these days.
No, I'm less popular now than I was a year ago.
Yeah.
On stream, yeah.
So what I was trying to do there, Matt, is just bump you up a little bit, and you've taken the arrow and shot it through my eyeball.
No, listen, I deserve it. The stream has been
That's because you played Metal Gear Solid for too long and
Yeah.
lost all those viewers.
yeah, it's also been a little
I
bit.
was not watching your streams and you were playing Metal Gear Solid.
It's also been a bit unreliable, my stream.
Okay.
Like, now that I've started working for Mojo, I've had less time and
Yep.
stuff like that. But I that being said, I'm just now, like, in the last few weeks, I've been like, I'm back into it and I'm
Yep.
back into streaming.
Yeah. You
The
did
view-
have a big life interruption as well.
Yes, I did get break up and move into a new house. Like, there was a lot going on. But the viewers are now going back up.
They're creeping, they're crawling.
They're creeping back up. But I'm not popular. Like, there's still always, like,
Absolutely.
25, 30 people
And
hanging
you get
around.
the new little sneaky piggies that come in and say hello. But in saying that, the people that aren't there every day that just fucking pop off in the stream,
Love them.
how do you deal with someone who's gone a bit too far? I don't remember the guy's name, but he was like talking about porn or something, that he was going to give you a good suggestion for porn. Do you remember that guy?
Not even a little bit. I know. I probably know how I dealt with him. It's probably
Because you ended up Jeep and Gary ended up muting him for 10 minutes or something. He's like, I did a thing, and you're like, oh shit, but also thanks.
yeah. I don't know. I've gotten to the point now where I feel less like I owe anybody anything.
That's good.
I don't think I owe the viewer anything other than content. So when someone comes in being a little bit weird, I'm not.
Yeah, he was really weird.
I'm not inclined anymore to be diplomatic about it. And I'll almost always be like, dude, you and I are on operating on different rhythms now, so you need to sort it out or you are going to get...
we're living in different postcodes here, brother.
And I'm like, I might be misreading, but sounds like you're just talking nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's going to start annoying people, so you're going to get muted if you don't sort it out.
Yeah. Because you did quite well. You were just ignoring his posts.
Yeah.
And you were just going through the comments and reading out everyone else's thing.
Yep.
Which is great that you do that and you don't just read them in your head. And
I do that a little bit though sometimes. What really drives me crazy is when someone says, hello, and I'm like, dude, cut me some slack.
I'm playing a game.
Because I'm not reading out every single comment. And when someone just says something that I'm like, all right. And it's happening, by the way, I hate to become an academic about video games and streaming and sound like a PhD drama teacher. But in my head, I'm doing the maths of like, is this worth saying out loud? Is this going to add any content to the stream? Or do I continue with the stream of thought that I'm already on, which is playing the game?
Yeah.
Because in the game, you're constantly talking and constantly narrating about what's going on and chatting.
I will admit, I'm a serial commenter.
But then like you break it up and you look at the comments and you're like, that's funny. I should say that out loud because it's something to do. Or like that person's just gotten in the stream. They said hello. I should say hi to them.
Yep.
But then like it's only names and colors. So I'll see like Kay Louise.
Yeah.
And she'll come in, and then someone who else is green will come in. Well, I mean, they're different colors. Someone else, and I might make the connection. Like I've already said hello to green, but it's different.
Oh, yes.
And then there could be a million reasons why I'm ignoring one person, and it's never ever, apart from when someone's being weird, I'm never actively ignoring one person.
them,
And they go, hello. And I'm like,
hello.
dude, I'm so, hi.
Hi.
Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining the stream. I do appreciate it, but I'm doing something right now.
Yeah.
And if you say something that's worth commenting on, I'll respond.
Read it out. Yeah, I'll read it out.
And there's things I miss as well when the chat moves too fast, and I go, "Well, I missed that." Someone says like,
that happens a lot on G Stream actually. The comments, we miss a lot of the comments.
And there'll be like times when I'm like locked in at a moment on the game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you're in a boss battle or something,
and I don't look for a minute, and everything moves out, and I'm like, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah.
And I promise with all my heart and soul, it's so much harder than you think it is. Every motherfucker thinks it's an easy that they can do it, but it's genuinely a skill you have to get better at.
I watch your face to see your eyes move to the comments to know when you've seen it or not.
Yeah.
But I always tag you. Like if I'm talking to someone,
I love when people tag me. That makes it so much easier.
Yeah. If I'm just typing back to someone, I'll type it back as just a normal text. If I'm talking to you, I'll either start it with the real GMat and then have my question, or like a gag.
That's the way to go about it.
And then, you often see it. But you often read my stuff out anyway.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Because I'm better than
others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to play a co-op game. I've been really enjoying your Chain Together. I just love you saying, fuck you, Ben, at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
Makes me very happy. It's got to be something funny we can finish this on before we go to the post show. Say something funny, Sienna. Go. That was Sienna Iscaro, everybody. Improv master. Hey, it's GMat here from The Real GMat, and don't forget, if you enjoyed that episode of Mentally Illegal and you want to hear more, we also have the podcast post show available exclusively to our Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/GMat podcasts. The podcast post show is a shorter episode recorded directly after the main podcast where we just keep on chatting. Again, patreon.com/GMat podcasts. Don't forget to thumbs up, rate, and like this podcast on your podcast app of choice and share it with all of your friends.